Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles prison, in Sean's cell, Sean's lying in bed till Helen came to her cell, and he noticed and got up and came towards her. Helen, what are you doing here? To see you, of course. So how are you holding up? Knowing in a few weeks I'm going to die, that's not going to happen. Why do you trust me? I'm the only hope of you getting out of here. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, Tina's just got change from the cashier. Thanks, Bobby. Have a good day. And as she went to the condiment flavor where Kristen is and start talking to her. Oh, hey, I didn't realize you get espresso here. What do you want, Tina? Is there any way I can do to have you stop hating me? Yes, by leaving my dad to hell alone. My mom's the only person who belongs with him. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, as Jared came in and saw Allison working, and went and sat at one of her sections, just as Allison turned around and noticed him. Hey, I couldn't leave things between us like they were. Lots has happened between us, yes. And that's the bad thing? All I know is, look, I'm just worried about becoming the killer's next target. And I don't care. I don't care about the danger, because I am willing to protect you through it all. Because you mean so much to me. Meanwhile, outside the Grand Baptist Church, Karen's about to walk inside till Jacob stopped her. Karen, wait. And as she turned around, you got a minute? Sure. What's going on? I'm sure you and your husband were about to kill her. Yes, and we're prepared when it comes to us. I don't think it's gonna matter. What do you mean? Well, the danger continues to grow, and I got a bad feeling. About what? I don't think the shadow games are over yet. Meanwhile, in the Grand Baptist Church, outside the sanctuary, Aaron's about to walk in till Will stop him. Aaron. And as Aaron turned around, there's something I need to tell you. What is it? You remember when you defeated Zork 2 years ago, right? Yeah. What if for some reason it becomes the ancient killer? That could be possible. It gets worse. It looks like Helen may be helping the killer. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, at Mary and Nate's wedding, as the wedding bell music's ringing, as Ryan escort Mary down the aisle, and as Mary thinking, soon, all my dreams will finally come true. I'm about to have the family, the one man I desire, and there's no one who's gonna stop me. And as Nate thinking, finally, Mary's about to be my wife. And I'm not going to let nobody come between us. And as Mary arrived, and as Ryan took the deal off her, and as she came towards Nate, and as everyone sat down, and as Mary and Nate turned towards the minister. Welcome, family and friends, to this very special occasion. We're here together to join these two in holy matrimony. And let it be said, once these two said their vows, let no one stand between them. Now, if there's anyone else, any reason why these two don't belong, speak now or forever hold your peace. And as Mary and Nate are wondering if anyone's gonna say something. Alright, let's begin the ritual. To begin, we'll have a word from our matron of honor, Emily Hartley, as everyone claps. I just want to say, I am so glad my sister's finally returned to the man she's longed to love. I know these two belong together because fate put them together, and I want to wish them the best luck, and her family. And as everyone claps, and as the minister turns to Nate and Mary, shall we begin the ritual? And as Nate turns to Mary, you ready for this? I've been waiting for this for a long time. Let's do this. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles prison, in Sean's cell, as Sean and Helen are talking. Look, I may be in here, but I still have my family. Look, you belong to me, alright? You took advantage of my divorce to Mildred, as if you wanted to happen. Mildred and her friends might sucker you into believing you're innocent, but you're not. It was you, and as Sean realized, you're the one that put me in this prison in the first place. I'm impressed. Too bad nobody can believe your story. Besides, you're contained in this prison. Not to worry. My family's gonna catch on to what you do. I have a question for you. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, as Tina and Kristen are talking, I admire your determination, but Chris loves me, and I know you know what? It's not only me. Jeff, Scott, Casey, Tyler, Jennifer, and us don't want you to be a part of our family. I will not. Don't you get it? It's not about winning or losing. It's about keeping my family safe from what you've done. I'm sorry you all feel that way, but as long as I'm around, Chris and I will never leave. Mark my words. I will make certain you never marry my father. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, as Allison and Jared are talking. Look, I can't do this. Why? I know you're afraid, and I'm willing to give you any space you need. We've been through so much, and we cannot give up on each other now. We owe it to each other to be a family. Perhaps you're right. Of course I am. Look, whatever dream you had, just forget it. Don't let it come between us. I love you, but I have something to say. I think I know what it is. Meanwhile, outside the Grand Baptist Church, as Karen and Jacob are talking. What do you mean? You remember Gwen and Eric chant the ancient text to destroy the Shadow Realm? Yes, I remember that freak is for the pay. I hope you remember, because my feeling isn't alright. If you mean your other half is still alive, yes, that could be very well possible. I don't get to what? I don't get it either, but I have a hunch. Not only is he alive, he may be planning to bring that dark creature back. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church, outside the sanctuary, as Aaron and Will are talking. I can't believe Helen would help that killer. Not that I'm surprised, I know. But I thought you ought to know. You know, this madness gotta stop. For the same reason this ancient killer's been going around targeting people, I don't even know why it's doing it. Let me know if anything happens. I'll let you know when it starts. And as Annie approached him, I need to talk to you, Annie. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks. And as Will left, how long you been here? I returned 2 days ago, except when I was supposed to come to you, I collapsed along to the hospital. Are you alright? I'm fine, but there's something I need to tell you. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary at Mary and Nate's wedding as it continues. Alright, let us begin the ritual. Mary, do you take Nate Collins to be your husband, for better or worse, rich or poor, in sickness and health, as long as you shall live? I do. And Nate, do you take Mary Graham to be your wife, for better or worse, rich or poor, in sickness and health, as long as you shall live? I do. Let us rejoice the joys of love, happiness that surrounds us. Let God's love protect you two through everything. Let it be known the vows these two are saying are sacred, and let everyone who remember their vows as well. Nate and Mary are looking forward for those who are getting married one day, and when that day comes, they will also remember their vows. As certain people who ain't married begin looking at each other. Alright, let the procedure continue so we can make these two a married couple. And as Nate and Mary look at each other, soon we'll be a family. Yes, we will. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles prison, as Sean and Helen are talking, while Sean's in his prison cell and Helen's not. And just would that be? I know you remember what we shared. We didn't share anything at all. As far as I'm concerned, all you did was force me. Wrong. You chose to be with me because you wanted me, only to make Mildred jealous. Too bad there's no way I'm letting you go that easily. Wrong. You already have, and the sooner you accept it, the better. There's no way I'm letting it end like this. At the Leave 'em Book Cafe, as Tina and Kristen are talking. You know what? It's really not up to you. How dare you try to talk to me like that? Don't you ever try to lecture me about talking at all. All I'm doing is protecting my father. When you all gonna realize I'm not replacing Mom? Well, it seems you are. When you conveniently swept into my father's life when my mom is gone. You know, all I did was love your father. And there's no way in hell I'm gonna stop now. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, as Allison and Jared continue to talk. You really did? Of course. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I promise. Look, I'm sorry for walking out last night. You had a lot on your mind. Yeah, I did. When all of a sudden, I finally found the true love. And it scares me. The reason Autumn and I broke up, because he had to return to Spirit World. I understand. I knew you would. And as he came, and as they hug each other, just know, I'll always be on your side, shall you need me. I'm glad you are. Because there's no one else I should turn to. Meanwhile, outside the Grand Baptist Church, Will came out and found Jacob talking to Karen. What's going on? I think I know who the ancient killer is. Well, who is it? You remember my other half? How could I forget when he sent me to the Shadow Realm 2 years ago? It's not your fault. So what do you think? We're not sure, but there's always room for the option. And as Jacob thinking, I know it's you. I know you're terrorizing everyone, but your games won't end. Meanwhile, someone is watching Karen, Jacob, and Will. Meanwhile, inside the Grand Baptist Church, outside the sanctuary, Aaron and Annie are talking. What is it? Come on, Annie. We've known each other for 10 years. You can tell me anything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything. Alright, now you got my attention. There's no easy way to say, look, don't prolong this. Just tell me whatever it is, we can get through it. I know, yeah. The reason being because I'm pregnant with your child. Say that again? You heard me. You and I are gonna have a baby. Remember Christmas night when we slept with each other? Well, that's the reason of it. There's more. What is it? We're not only gonna have one child, we're gonna have twins. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary at Mary and Nate's wedding as it continues, as the minister turns to Nate. Alright, repeat after me, as she put the ring on her finger. With this ring, I be wed. With this ring, I be wed. As Nate put the ring on Mary's finger. And you, repeat after me. With this ring, I be wed. With this ring, I be wed. And as Mary put the ring on Nate's finger. With the ritual drawn to a close, let it be said, since these two said their sacred vows, let no one shall come between them. Now, let's hear a few more words from Nate's brother, Thomas Collins. And as everyone begin, on. I just want to say, on the behalf of my brother, he's doing a good thing. Mary's no other person. She's an amazing person. And I wish her and my brother good luck. Because they're a great addition to their family. And I know they're going to have a good one. Especially to their son. So, I toast to both of them. To Nate and Mary Collins. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles prison, Sean and Helen are still talking to one another, despite Sean being in the cell and Helen not. Look, leave me alone. There's
there's no point. It is over between us.
Yeah, maybe for now. No, forever.
So just get over it.
Fine. It's quite clear of what your intentions are.
You damn right. So if you're done now,
I'm not gonna be yet. I'll be back. Meanwhile, your former wife won't be back to get to you anytime soon.
just go already.
Fine. I'll be back. Just so you know. And it's fell in love. Meanwhile, at the Leaving Book Cafe, as Kristen and Tina are talking, you know, you're really foolish to even think. No, you're pathetic to think that I'm gonna sit here and watch you destroy my father's life. Save it. You have been a threat since you came into our lives, and I think it's about time it ends.
You're right.
In fact, I won't let you succeed any further. Once I tell my father what you're up to, no, it seems you're out of luck because I have no secrets. Oh, you're so wrong. You have one. One that makes you lose everything you have, and so much more. Meanwhile, the Bayside Diner is Allison and Jared are talking. You know, you're so amazing when it comes to love.
Well, I'll try my best.
No, you really are. And I love you for that. I love you truly with all my mind, body, and soul.
There may be a way I can prove that to you.
I know stop right back there. Lead the way. And as they head to the back, holding hands. Meanwhile, outside the Grand Baptist Church, as Will, Jacob, and Karen are talking.
I wish I knew what went on while I was gone. Well, when Zork returned, it was a total nightmare. That creature has to be sealed. You know, Molly told us about your other half is Zork. I don't know if that's possible, but it could be its true form. Luckily, Aaron and the Pharaoh defeated it before it caused any more havoc. But I have a feeling my other half is still out there. And if that's true, we may be in danger. I know it's not easy being sure in the mind, but maybe it could be a good way. And if he is the ancient killer, he will answer to me for what he's done. I also want a chance to not, I know. But if we don't find this thing, it may be too late for all of us.
Meanwhile, someone continues to watch Karen, Jacob, and Will from afar. Meanwhile, in the Grand Baptist Church, outside the sanctuary, as Aaron and Annie are talking.
Oh my gosh.
We're really going, yes we are. And as he came, and as they hug each other, I love you so much.
I do too.
I can't believe we're gonna have a child. Just when I know. Look, you can save her if you want.
I owe this to these twins, to be there, and I will. Which means I'm gonna have to end things with Vanessa.
And as Annie thinking, you have no idea what it is that's ahead for you, Vanessa. Meanwhile, inside the sanctuary at Mary and Nate's wedding, may your family be strong and faithful, and may God forever be in your hearts. So, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you two, husband and wife. And as they went towards the candle, this is going to be a candle ritual, as each of you light one with a symbol of your love for each other. And as Mary and Nate each went and lit one candle. And as the minister turns, ladies and gentlemen, as Mary and Nate turn around to face the audience, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Nate Collins. You may kiss the bride. And as Nate turns to Mary, you ready for this? Oh yes, I have. And as they begin kissing one another, afterwards they begin walking out, followed by the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. To be continued on the next Natural Dreams.
Revelation.
I'm really worried about our grandchildren. You met with the ancient killer and the blackmailer running about in LA? What's wrong? I can't help but feel that I'm in danger. You really think it'd be that easy? Considering I'm a gram? I would think so. You're Mandy Sheridan? That's what they say.